headlines. Supreme Court orders parties to publish criminal history of Lok Sabha Assembly candidates. India's COVID-19 fatality rate declines to 1.52%. Manipur coronavirus recovery cases stand at 11,081. And 77 dead as rains wreak havoc, flood situation worsens in Karnataka. Good afternoon, you're watching Times of Manipur English News with me, Mandira. As a responsible citizen, it is our duty to minimize the spread of coronavirus as much as possible. Wash your hands frequently with soap for at least 20 seconds. Using an alcohol-based sanitizer also helps keep the virus at bay. Avoid touching your eyes, nose and mouth. Avoid stepping out unless absolutely necessary. Always wear a mask before stepping out and even in your own home in the presence of outsiders, as masks have been proven effective in containing the virus. Maintain a social distance of at least 2 meters in public places. Now the news in detail. The Supreme Court yesterday ordered political parties to publish the entire criminal history of their candidates for Assembly and Lok Sabha elections, along with the reasons that goaded them to field suspected criminals over decent people. The information should be published in a local as well as a national newspaper, as well as the party's social media handles, media reports said. It should mandatorily be published either within 48 hours of the selection of candidates or less than 2 weeks before the first date of filing for nominations, whichever is earlier. A bench led by Justices Rohinton F. Nariman in the judgment ordered political parties to submit compliance reports with the Election Commission of India within 72 hours or risk contempt of court action. The judgment is applicable to parties both at central and state levels. India's active cases of COVID-19 were poised to fall below the 8 lakh mark even as the daily death toll from the virus rose to a 5-day high today. The media reports said as many as 845 fatalities were reported today, a sharp rise from a toll of 689 yesterday and the highest deaths were recorded on October 10 last. India's COVID-19 tally of cases climbed to 73.07 lakh with 67,735 new cases in a day, while 63,83,441 people have recuperated so far, pushing the national recovery rate to 87.35%, according to the Union Health Ministry data. The report added the total coronavirus cases mounted to 73,07,097 and the deaths climbed to 1,11,266. The COVID-19 case fatality rate has further declined to 1.52%. Two-time World Championship bronze medalist boxer Lovelina Borgohain has tested positive for COVID-19. A media report said the 22-year-old boxer from Assam tested positive today, hours before she was about to board a flight to Italy along with an Indian contingent for a training-cum-competition trip. The Sports Authority of India (SAI) had sanctioned a Europe tour for 16 elite Indian boxers for a period of 52 days from October to December. Lovelina missed the Europe tour after she tested positive for the virus, following a visit to her hometown in Assam where she went to see her ailing mother, added the report. COVID-19 active cases in Manipur stand at 3,193, while the recoveries at 11,081. The recovery rate is 77.6% as of now. A total of 265 persons from the general population and 19 personnel from Central Armed Police Force contracted the virus yesterday, taking the total tally to 14,378. In the last 24 hours, one person aged 58 years from Imphal West died of the contagion at Raj Medicity, Imphal. With this, the death toll surged to 104 in the state as per the COVID-19 Command Control Room. In one of the worst spells of downpours spanning over a few days in Hyderabad and other parts of Telangana, 50 people have died while the government pegged the losses from the deluge at an estimated rupees 5,000 crore, a media report said today. Flood situation in Karnataka worsened with several areas inundated due to torrential rains and release of water from major dams. In Maharashtra, over 20,000 have been evacuated and moved to safer places in 3 districts which witnessed heavy showers. The India Meteorological Department (IMD) yesterday said under the influence of this cyclonic circulation, heavy rains are expected over the Ghat areas of Maharashtra, Konkan and South Gujarat during the next 2 days. We'll take a short break here. Keep watching.
Hi guys, this is Binakan. Welcome to Aura Career Launcher, a coaching institute for standard 9 and 10.
That is, X is greater than 0, Y greater than 0, or televisions, fans, refrigerators.
The
negative terminal of the emitter is connected to one terminal.
So, what are you waiting for? Join now.
Now, enjoy 20% extra on Kangla Popcorn, Kangla Milky Balls and Kangla Rings.
Kangla.
Sina pare, tan badinate ko. Asengba, ay na pamba. Darkar ba grocery items sinda. Red delivery app season araga order to biro loire. Chaning ba restaurant ki food po erso overpay to budilar dana. Pot khuding mak discount pi baga loina na. Khudak te na te yore isine. Red delivery for you.
Al Hayat, the best halal restaurant in Manipur. Miyam na pam na chanariba Al Hayat restaurant gi hauraba mathel khuding mak red delivery app ki khutang da order to biraktuna yam na laina ahenba charges yaudana isa gi yumda thilakna bagi khudong chaba bijari. App si download tawduna app si gi khutang da ngasima order tawbiyo. Chana thakna ba polam sing khakta natana imung amada nongmar changdraba yadraba grocery item kaya marum suna fanglaba app. Ngasimak download tawbiyo. Red delivery for you.
Thoibi,
Haza, cheng no slow. I call lo thobi.
Marks di.
Kaigi marks no.
Kaigi marks no bu kaino. Hujik oiriba COVID-19 gi laichit asida marks yauduna thokpa habese khudong thiningai natra.
Haza, I sukhange. I anaba minati. Marks laibada changadaba sel duna ko mathab ahau badum cha thoke.
Nangi sidi lairik hairaga laisu khangdaba habaduni. Marks upana chinna tondagi tholakpa lok tinna chingba sing phajinga doribani. Nushite yaramba amora kai singdo marks upadi hakchangna changakpadagi ngakthoktoine.
Adudi thaza. I marks amta upugige.
COVID-19 laichategi thingnanaba chathokpa matamda marks upiyu. Season nabiruraba disposable masking mafam chaba yenglaga mai thadokpiyu natragana phumjinbiyu. Fina same sajaba masking oiragana nimit khudingi sudok samthokpiraba matungda da seasanabiyu.
Isagi mamal yamlaba punsibu kansi amadi atopagi punsibu khudongthiba sidagi ngakthoksi.
Welcome back. Heightening preventive measures ahead of the upcoming by-election, a team of Thoubal police this morning conducted a raid at the house of one Akoijam Shamu Singh, aged 55 years of Thoubal, Nongangkhong, Maninglaikai, and recovered 400 litres of illegal DIC liquor. The report said the Shamu was picked up by the team and later handed him over to Excise Office. Continuing anti-drug drive, the Bishnupur District Police Commando yesterday seized 13,786 pieces of W-white tablet from a women drug peddler in Maitram Awang Lekai area under Bishnupur District. Reportedly, the woman was identified as Lairichon Tangkhul, aged 37 years, of Manipur in Imphal. She was handed over to Nambol Police Station, where an FIR has been registered over the incident. Wangmayum Development Organization WDO announced that the organization along with Wangmayum Central Committee have decided to boycott former Lilong constituency MLA Abdul Nasir forever because he, Nasir, tried to tarnish the image and reputation of Wangmayum clan. At a press meet at Lilong Mayaleka yesterday, WDO President Wangmayum Nawaz Khan alleged that Abdul Nasir, during an official visit by Manipur Chief Minister to Lilong Litan Makhon on September 24 last, had used derogatory remarks against Wangmayum clan.
WDO amasung Wangmayum Central Committee nakan mamongda condemn tawi Abdul Nasir bu matam kaktana boycott tamse WDO amasung Wangmayum Central Committee ga punna kusam naduna makha taba legal process sathanaba ekoi ready tabuloi.
ASEAN Kurai today distributed essential items to residents in various localities of Kurai constituency declared as containment zones. Social worker Khangokpum Khamba distributed the items at Angom Lekai, Khomidog, Moirangkampu, Konsam Lekai, Khongam Lekai, Puthiba Lekai and Nandebam Lekai. 50 households received the items. Lamding Educated Welfare Association, Lewa, today thanked Chief Minister N. Biren for his government's firm stand to fight drug menace. A press note from Lewa stated that the association thanked the Biren-led government for taking up stringent steps to curb the drug menace in the state. Lewa further appealed to the government to take concrete action for tackling drug trafficking and drug abuse, which has serious negative impact on the youth of the state. Lewa also said that over 600 drug addicts are reported from each constituency in Manipur. 18 computerized eye testing and eye care center continued to help people affected by the COVID-19 pandemic in the state. The center yesterday provided edibles to around 55 households in Thaubal, Shetri Lekai. Proprietor of the center, Maibam Itin Mangang, called on the people and underlined on the need to stand together in the fight against the deadly pandemic. We'll take another short break here. Keep watching.
COVID-19 pandemic ki kallaba safuna school, college, coaching center chingbasing thonglona khrabasu isa gi yumda ningthijana tamba yaraba ahanbagi oina class 12 chemistry subject ki takpi tambibagi lamda sangne experience leiraba oja sonamani na puthopi be application ngasimak Google Play Store da changbiduna download tobi sonamani e-classes. Nang medical ta masatpado Asia gina nang natahang malaini. General Nursing and Midwifery GNM 3 years course. 12 pass in arts or science stream and confused to become a part of one of the most respectable professional career of all time. 12 pass and above, duration 3 years 6 months. BSc in Medical Radiology and Imaging Technology DMRI.
Ultrasound, MRI, CT scan, X-ray.
BSc in Medical Laboratory Technology.
BSc in Operation Theatre Technology.
Amang sang luraba matung natraga saramdai thaklamdai da sapon sizinaduna khut sengna handokpigadabani khujin tena nana thambigadabani. Afaba ising pitakpigadabani chanaba potlamsing hazana kuptuna thambigadabani yumgi apoiba amasung amangsang luna nana thambi. Chahi manga phobogi manungda leiba angangsingbu ORS, zinc tablet amadi machal suba chinjak sing phajana pijabiduna diarrhea dagi ngakthok minarasi.
Europe Engineering Management PIZ amadi General Course tamningba mahiroi singidamakta scholarship 100% fangbada natana stipend oina 4.2 lakh fangbagi kudong chaba leiraba mahai tamfam singni loina na India amadi foreign lebak singda MBBS MD course na chingba kaya masu tamna bagidamak amadi education loan gi kudong sabasu pizari hena akupamorol gidamak contact obiro Fort With Global Consulting Private Limited North AOC K Grupart Infal contact number 6909374625
Ma, kaidorage pairaga leiramisna.
Ho hospital da satlubane. Haksang si khara nungaite dana. OPT ga amata sangal hogde. Ni na marol ama siliba. Nokpa sina karim ta kanadi. Phola sida ungdun adum lady sidi. Magi phola se thugai ki bada soiro.
Adugi oire. Mobile paraga kanabadi am lawai thengange. So, sita khungda thamuko. Yamna tangai phadaba natradi yumdagi adum phone da doctor ga wari sanaraga tanaba yare ima.
Kamaina se nang suyango ahambada isanjibini OPD application se Google Play Store dagi download tawrani adagi registration si namaga mobile number hapsilaga verify tawrani adagi anabagi maming matha hapani adagi doctor asangba amaga adum saksa unaraga wari sanaba yare
Yam phaina dudia.
se
Ima kay nungai tabal lebagi habiyo.
Ibungo doctor imagi kokse ngauri tawi saning thakning basu kaya phaude
Adom smartphone da eSanjeevani OPD application download tawbiduna natraga computer tablet sijinaduna eSanjeevani-opd.in da sangbiduna isagi yumda komna amadi lemna laying bayabagi khudong chabasi lawbiu.
Kari no ni mashi ngang sina ungler sibo ngor sa le masibo
handakse saba thakpa changdaba makai mana ungi basibu kaidawra basano ne ngo ima manam nambiram gese nangu kaidawragi ima da hayo
Kaisto ima
nati nangonda kanana kai tawragi ima da tamu
Kaisto ima ima honja todo dum chakro
Video bi hom no ni masai personal problem ro ni ang si ma law sa thau theng law ne
asumna leithoktuna chatpagi mahutta
shabu ke do gi shagi ma khule ri di hayo pahda hayo
kanagumba amabu pukning wakhalgi anaba leire haina chingnabirabadi tuminna leishinbiganu soidana hangbiyu nangbu kaidawrage aingonda tammu ishada natraga aigi imung manung marup mapangsingda pukning wakhalgi nungaitaba leirabadi health center da natraga district mental health program gi center singda chattuna tanabiyu.
Welcome back. The Meghalaya police will send 6 companies of police personnel for election duty in Bihar, which goes to polls in 3 phases starting from October 28 next. 2 police officials have been entrusted to oversee the police personnel who will leave for Bihar in the coming days, said an official. The media report said around 600 police personnel will leave the state for performing election duty till the middle of November. The third and final phase polling will be held on November 7 and counting of votes will be held on November 10, 2020. The centre has offered a truce in the GST compensation matter by agreeing to borrow up to Rs 1.1 lakh crore. The estimated revenue shortfall on account of implementing goods and services tax GST. The central government will lend to the states under a special window following months of bitterness over the issue. This decision comes 4 days after the latest GST Council meeting ended in an impasse over the compensation mechanism proposed by the government earlier. Following hours of discussion, the dissenting states had declared that they were open to exploring legal options, including moving the Supreme Court. In view of the situation, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman made the fresh announcement yesterday. Already on track to overtake the United States with the world's most novel coronavirus infections, India is bracing for a surge of cases in coming weeks as it heads into its main holiday season with an economy freed of virus restrictions. The recent experience of Kerala, which was praised for its initial handling of the pandemic, indicates how rapidly the situation can worsen. Reported infections there have jumped by 5 times since it celebrated the 10-day harvest festival of Onam in late August, far outpacing the twofold increase in cases nationally over that time. Still, cash-short state governments are reluctant to stop people from venturing out during Durga Puja next week and Diwali in mid-November, media reports said. The holidays are celebrated with family gatherings, bumper buyings and the giving of gifts from sweets and snacks to clothes and cars, generating vital income for many people. But doctors fear fatalities could spike as bad winter air pollution may worsen the breathing difficulties that many COVID-19 patients suffer. If current trends hold, India will overtake the infection tally of the United States early next month. A rare case of coronavirus has emerged in the UK where a 45-year-old man, after recovering from severe COVID-19, developed a sudden and permanent hearing loss. Experts said this was a serious condition that needs early detection and treatment. Media reports said that this is the first reported case of sensorineural hearing loss following COVID-19 infection in the UK. According to the study, the early identification of sudden hearing loss is crucial because the condition can potentially be reversed with prompt treatment using steroids. Now we have the local newspaper headlines.
The Sangha Express. Mapping begins for localized lockdown. One more succumbs to COVID-19. Patients in home isolation to be given immune boosters. High Court directs government to form committee. The People's Chronicle. No respite from virus onslaught in state, one more dies. Kidney patients not happy with Raj Medicity. Shutdown hits normal life and peacefully. 4 hurt, vehicles damaged in pre-poll violence. Imphal Free Press. Patient declared dead by rims found alive. Dies on way to hospital for second time. Manipur to compound punishment for drug business through new ordinance.
Before we wrap up the top news headlines once again. Supreme Court orders parties to publish criminal history of Lok Sabha Assembly candidates. India's COVID-19 fatality rate declines to 1.52%. Manipur coronavirus recovery cases stand at 11,081. And 77 dead as rains wreak havoc, flood situation worsens in Karnataka. This is all for now. Keep watching Times of Manipur for more updates.